Good news from our channel sponsors, thefogofwargames.co.uk. They are offering all of our channel subscribers 10% discount on top of their already discounted products, with free delivery on all orders over £35. Just head over to the website and enter The Ministry into the discount box on checkout to get your extra discount and support the channel at the same time. Hello and welcome to The Ministry in Miniatures, and today I am joined by Leigh and we are going to be doing a battle in the Battle of the Bulge that will be in the Ardennes. We are playing Chain of Command 2 and we are looking at this board to have the US versus the Germans. So let's have a look in a bit more detail, and then we'll look at some of the at the sharp end 2 rules to look at the depleted or reduced strength platoons and how that's going to impact on our forces. But let's have a look at the table first and then we'll get into the details. Okay, so let's have a look at this ruined village in the Ardennes. So Leigh's going to talk us through what each of the bits of scenery are going to do.
So as the table is all covered in snow, it's all going to be broken ground, so no one can go running, and it's all going to be soft ground, so vehicles risk bogging down. Inside the woods, which we've got here and the other side of the river, and the orchard on the far side, will restrict visibility as per woods and orchards, but they will also count as rough ground because the snow is going to be a bit denser. The river then is going to be heavy going, so our infantry can cross the river because it'll be fully frozen, but they can only do that normally and they'll lose their lowest dice. All the fences and the hedges will be medium obstacles, so you lose a dice to cross it and you can't see more than 2 inches beyond it. While all the ruins will provide heavy cover, but because they're all pretty much ruins, we'll just keep it all as rough ground, so just you'll lose a pip per dice while moving into it and around it, otherwise, rather than treat it as normal buildings.
Very good. And that is it. So let's have a look at some of the details we're going to do for the new at the sharp end 2, and it's about the reduced platoons, isn't it?
Reduced platoon generators. So this is our standard US para platoon before we reduce its strength. So it's an officer with a sergeant and a bazooka team making up the headquarters. Then 2 sections, each of an NCO, an 8-man set team with Garans, and a 3-man 30 cal machine gun team, and then a 5-man mortar team. But because of casualties, that is going to be at reduced strength.
Okay, so we are going to look at the Chain of Command 2,
At the sharp
end 2, and see, let's get some dice. Okay, so let's work out how this is going to go for the Americans, and then we'll do the Germans off camera.
So step 1 is to roll 1 dice per section and 2 additional dice for the HQ, so that'd be 5 dice.
Yeah.
And if you roll 3 or more 1s, or the total is 12 or less, you can re-roll it. But that is not 12 or less, and there's only 1 in there. So now you have to start assigning those to them. Higher score is better. So if you chose to put the 1 on the command, you would in fact only have a single inferior senior leader.
Okay.
So you may not want to do that. If you put 1 on the platoon HQ, you will have nothing in the platoon HQ. If you put a 1 on the sections, they will be absent completely. So that is going to be a tough choice for that 1. The 3, if you put that on your command, that will give you 1 senior leader. If you put it on the platoon HQ, you will get a bazooka. If you put it on one of the rifle sections or the mortar section, a 3 will reduce their strength by 3 figures.
Wow.
4s, for the senior leader, it will give you a senior leader and an inferior senior leader, so he's obviously a replacement. 4 on the support will give you a bazooka, but it will also give you 2 Hawkins grenades automatically, so it'll give you a nice bit of anti-tank. 4 on the sections will reduce them by 2 figures.
Ouch. Okay, let's work out and then I'll come back. Okay, so this is what I've done. I've put the 4 with the leaders, so I get
a senior leader and an inferior senior leader. So that means he still activates on a 4, but he only gets 2 command initiatives. He's obviously not embedded into the platoon properly.
Yeah, I think I just need the command option, and then
1 means the bazooka's gone completely. 4 will take out 2 riflemen from there, reducing them to a 6-man team. A 3 will take out 3 riflemen, reducing them to a 5-man team. And the 4 there will lose 2 guys, reducing it just a 3-man bazooka team. Then we also just need to check the total scores. So it's 5, 9, 12, 16. You are, if it exceeds 20, it's below that. So total roll of 16 will see your support points increase by 4. So your platoon rating goes from -1 to platoon ratings reduced. So it goes from +1, down to -3 platoon rating to reflect the fact you've lost casualties.
Okay, so we are going to look at what that impact has and get your German army sorted out as well, and then look at what support points we can get. Okay, this is what Leigh's rolled.
So I've rolled a real mixed bag. As you can see, a pair of 1s and a pair of 6s. So I've gone with a 4 for my senior leader, so at least I've kept my senior leader. I've gone for a 1 for my platoon HQ, which means not only have I lost all my Panzerfaust, I also lost my little rifle grenade section because I'm going to use a Volksgrenadiers section today. I've gone for a 6 to keep one of my assault rifle sections full strength, and then a 1 to lose the other one, and then a 6 to keep my LMG section full strength. With a total score of 18 on the dice, means my platoon rating drops from 1 to -1.
Okay, so I've got -3, got -1. Let's have a look what that actually looks like with your figures. So here you go, this is what Leigh's army looks like. So you've got senior leader.
Yeah.
Then you've got your Volksgrenadier with assault rifles, so that's your NCO, isn't it? And 1 and 7.
Assault rifles. And then a light machine gun section of an NCO, MG42 and 4 crew, and MG42 and 3 crew. So there is not a lot of Volksgrenadiers there to hold the line for Germany.
So I think the support points are going to play a key part in this, aren't they? So let's get that sorted and we get all the stuff rolled ready for stuff. Okay, so we've just rolled for force morale. Leigh's rolled a 2, so he's going to start on 9. I rolled a 5, so I'm starting on 10. So the Germans aren't quite up for it, but the Americans are slightly more up for it. So let's roll and see what happens next for the battle that we're going to do. Okay, so for the battle for today, we're going to be doing the probe.
So the mission is going to be an attacker attempting to identify and secure a route through the enemy's outpost line before reinforcements can arrive. So the first thing is to roll a dice, and on a 1 to 3, we're going to fight it across the table, so wide edge to wide edge.
That's good.
The attacker's going to need to capture one of the defender's jump-off points and exit a section from the table edge before the game ends.
Very good. So who's attacker, who's defender?
Dice off, highest is the attacker. Oh, that's a good
You
start.
keep rolling 1. Oh, you're the attacker.
The Germans are still trying to probe.
Shall I send you a little note that says nuts and you
yes,
come and get
so.
There we go. So the Germans are going to be the attackers. Okay, so I've got 4 patrol markers. I've just put them here. They're 12 inches in along here, and then Leigh has placed his. How many have you got there? 3.
I've gone with.
3. I've got the highest force morale, so I'm going to go first, and we'll come back when we have finished.
At the end of the patrol phase, we'll place 3 jump-off points.
Yep.
You cannot place any behind that 12 inches line. So if you get pushed back, it will just be on that 12 inches line.
Excellent. So let's see where we end up. Right, so Leigh managed to push from his deployment. He's got up here. He's also here and here. And then I didn't manage to get very far, really, at all. I think Leigh's kind of outflanked onto this side. But your deployment points...
So I've got jump-off point in the orchards here.
Yep.
In this ruin here, and on the woods just by the road.
Yep, and then I've managed to get one behind the wall of the bridge here, one behind the ruins, and one behind the ruins here. So there we go. The Germans have got quite a tough battle ahead of them to try and get in and steal one of those and get off, but let's see what happens. Okay, Leigh's just rolled for his support points. He's got D6 plus 4, so he gets 9.
So I get 9. The defender gets a third of that amount, so you'll get 3. But my platoon rating dropped to -1, and yours dropped to -3, so you'll get another 2. So you'll have 5 support points. And we can only take infantry units or light vehicles. You may also select engineer supports. And finally, I start with 2 chain of command points.
Okay, let's have a look at what we can do. Okay, so with the Americans, these are the ones I lost. But with my 5 points, I've got a repellent point for either my bazooka, because I've paid 2 points for the bazooka, and I've also gone for 2 points with the sniper. So Darcy's my sniper, Grizzly's my main commander, Bo as the sergeant, then I've got Douglas as the bazooka. Red Bull is my sergeant on this squad, with Jono taking the LMG, the 30 cal, and then Lucky Ralph is leading the US up at the front on this section with Murphy on the 30 cal, and then Radar is my beleaguered medium mortar, 60 mil, is it?
60 mil light mortar.
But I do have a replem point as well, so that's all my 5 points. So let's have a look at what the Germans have got. Okay, so on the German side, you had 9
I've
points.
got, so Karabacher, Whitman and von Sternberger leading my beleaguered platoon. I would have liked to have bought another assault rifle platoon and then maybe a flak on a half track, but as Justin didn't have the flak, I've been reduced to Knickspiel is bringing a regular rifle team to reinforce the beleaguered Volkssturm, while Karalak has brought on a Stummel, which usually does fairly well, but might be quite vulnerable to that bazooka if I'm not careful.
Yeah, and it's got a nice little...
Short 75, so it's some good, powerful HE, which might help me keep the American heads down or inflict some casualties, even if they try and take cover in the buildings.
So there we go. Not very big armies, but it should be quite fun and quite a quick game to get through. So let's get started. Okay, Leigh's up first. All points of chain of command.
So nothing. Point of chain of command taking us up to 3 with the 2 we started with. A 4, a 3 and a 1. Well, I'm not going to want to spend the 4 just yet because I don't want my stuff hesitant. The 1 doesn't get me anything on at the moment, so it's deploy something. I think we do need to deploy something. It's just what and where.
And Leigh's using the 3 to bring the Stummel on.
The reason I'm bringing the Stummel on is because I can only deploy that on a 3, whereas the rifle sections and stuff I can later deploy on 2s as well. Whereas once the Stummel's on the table, I can always activate individual positions of the crew with a 1. So although it's a little bit vulnerable without some infantry support early, it means I've got it on the table if I manage not to roll any 3s for the rest of the game.
Indeed. So then it's over to the Americans.
Well, almost, because I've got 2 orders. So I am going to pop the 75 on Overwatch.
Yeah. Very good. And now it's over to the Americans.
And now it's...
Yeah, let's see what the Americans get. I should have gone for the additional... Well, so 4, so senior leaders and 2...
sections.
Okay, so I've just put a squad in with the inferior senior leader here, and he's put them on Overwatch. So I'm going to save my other squad to see where you come on. So back to the Germans.
Oh, well, there we are. So 2 points of chain of command takes up to 5. And as I said, that gives me some options there.
It does. So there we go, Leigh's put
So
2.
Combine the 2 1s together and brought von Sternberg on the Volkssturm LMG section. And then with the 2, Knickspiel has brought the attached rifle team on, all in the orchards. And they can't be seen because we can't see more than 2 inches over that hedge.
Very good. So back to the Americans. Okay, let's see what the Americans get. I need some fire. Oh, there you go. There's 2 5s. I've got a 6, which is nothing, and I've got senior leader and a team. So I've decided not to do anything. I just need to get the right roll, really.
So another point chain of command gives me full chain of command dice. Senior leader, that was a 4,
Yeah.
a 3, a 2 and a 1. So that gives me a nice bunch of options. Where do we want Karabacher though? Do we want to commit him now? No, I might, although it's tempting.
So you're going to leave him off?
I'm going to leave Karabacher off because if I deploy him, I might find I've deployed him in the wrong place. Because what I'm going to do is Whitman, or Whiteman rather, we'll call him Whitman, it's more German, isn't it? He's going to deploy with the assault rifle section down here in the woods alongside the Stummel. And if I put Karabacher down here, I might then find I need it over there. And if I put him over there, I might find I need him down here. So I think he's going to have to wait for his moment. Well, Whitman deploys down in the woods alongside the Stummel. The Stummel then, on a 1, we're going to activate the drive and we're just going to move 1d6 forward. Not going to go too far. Allows us to keep our Overwatch on, I believe. I don't think it's moving. We'd have to put it back on again. We could go on Overwatch moving slow, but just move it up a little bit. And then Knickspiel is going to take his section. Obviously, as we said, in the woods is rough, is more than rough, wasn't it? Whatever the next one up is. Oh no, it was rough ground. Everything was broken. It is rough, so they're going to lose a pip per dice, but they're going to push forward to down into the corner, basically. So they're only going to move 3 inches as they wade through the snow. Remembering, my objective is both to get a section off the American base edge, but I'm also going to have to capture one of those 3 jump-off points over there. Yep. So although I can sneak up here, that's not going to be the whole story.
No. Okay, back to the Americans. Another 5.
Up to 3.
2 senior leaders, which I didn't want, a 3 and a 2. So let's work out what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm just waiting with the Americans. I just need to see where those Americans go before I deploy the second squad.
So the Germans, just
Yeah, the
1
Germans,
6.
Another 5.
5 gives me another point of chain of command. So I've got some chain of command options going on there. And 3 1s.
That's what I need.
That is exactly what the Americans need to get their stuff deployed. So I think what we're going to do is we'll have von Sternberg bring up his section and we'll bring up the LMG section, and they're all just going to move up to that hedgerow so they can see over it. So Knickspiel's LMG section moves 9 down to 7 so they comfortably get up to that hedge so they can see over it now. And then von Sternberg's section only roll a 4, so they only move 2 inches, so they're stumbling their way through the snow and they haven't got up to the hedge yet.
There we go. Back to the Americans. I need to change the dice. That's 3 4s again.
You got lots of commands.
A 2 and a 1. So let's see what I can do. Okay, so with the 2, I've brought Murphy's section on, and with the 1, I brought Darcy on. So I'm going to try and shoot at you.
Fire Darcy first. So he's a sniper. So we've said we're treating the ruins, as we said earlier, just as an area terrain to make life simple. So you can see 6 inches through it. So the sniper can draw a line of sight from anywhere within 3 inches of Darcy, so he can happily see out and see these Germans who moved up against the hedge. So he gets 1 shot, hitting him on a 3+. Sniper round, first shot of the game, sniper round ringing out, and it hits. Normally in soft cover, but because it's a sniper, counters in the open. On a 3 is a point of shock, which is doubled. There's no, because they've moved away, Knipskill is not within 4, so he's not attached, so he's not at risk. There, so they just take 2 points of shock.
And then with these guys,
then Murphy is going to open up with his LMG.
Yes,
it's
exactly.
a belt-fed LMG, so it gets 8 dice, and it is within 18, so it's hitting on 4s. Okay. Before the LMG opens up, the Germans are going to spend 3 of their chain of command points, reducing them down to 4, to go tactical with that team to take best use of that hedge cover.
Okay, very good. So let's see what I hit with my machine guns. So I'm needing 4s, 5s and 6s.
Yeah.
3 hits.
3 hits. So they've gone tactical, so that makes a difference. So those 3 hits would have been 4 or 5 is shock, 6 is a kill. Now is only 5 shock, 6 kill.
It's a dead.
Didn't make any difference. It's a dead. Again, she spills too far away to be at risk. So it's just a dead German.
That's what we like to hear. And then it's back to you, isn't it?
It is indeed. Well, that is a lot of options.
Yes.
Right. Over here. So, Wittmann is going to lead his guys through the woods. 2d6. Can't run because of the snow, and it's the woods, so it's -1 pip per dice. So they move a whole
1 inch.
1 inch. They're clearly not that keen to get into the action.
Good.
Then Karolak is going to bring the half track up to the corner to look over there, and if we manage to get up there, we're going to lob some HE in there, although we can't actually see them at the moment, because although it's wood, we'll treat it like a building in terms of I have to be within 18 of it to be aware that they're there if they haven't done anything. So let's move up a dice, 4 inches. That's enough to get us up to there. So we're aware that these guys are in the building because they're within 18, but because of the hedge, we can't actually see the building, so we can't really fire. So I think what we'll just do is pop it back on Overwatch for the moment. We're not going to go steaming forward without our infantry support. So von Stenberg section are going to do a move and fire. So they're only going to move D6. So I'm going to hope I'm going to get enough to get up to that hedge.
This is where I want you to get 1 or 2.
How about 6? So 5 inches gets them up to the hedge. And then they can open fire on those Americans.
But that's at half effect, is that right?
It is at half effect, so that'll be 8 dice for each machine gun, halved, so that'll give me 8 dice altogether. Hitting on 4s. Oh, that's a mighty 2 hits, so it'll be 1 on each team in hard cover.
So let's do the LMG first.
On Either a 6, nothing at all.
And the rifles.
6 is a kill.
Ooh.
And that kill is not Grey Wolf.
So let's just take a guy off the back.
And then we're going to deploy Karabacha. Full 6 inches up. So he is attached to them. So he is going to spend his first order to order the rifleman to move up to support the machine gun. So it's not a detached team anymore. They move 4 inches, but it gets them back within 4. So it's now 1 team again. Knickspiel is up and can command them as well. Because Karabacha is attached, because he's within 4, he can use a second one to take a point of shock off, and a third one will lose our tactical.
On fire.
No, I'm thinking actually I might pop them onto Overwatch to try and locate that sniper.
Very good. And then back to
The Americans.
the Americans. Okay, let's see what the Americans get. 2 4s again. Pointed chain of command. It's going up very slowly. A 2 and a 1.
And of course, Justin wants chain of command points because he needs those to end the turns and end the game before I succeed in my mission.
I certainly do. Okay, so to start with, I've got a 2 here. So I'm just going to open up with the machine gun back into these guys again.
Yeah, so that gap is more than 4, so they're not going to be hit as well, and you don't have the option of a bunch target.
So it's just 8 dice again.
8 dice. It's on 4s. I'm not going to go to the ground this time, or maybe I should have done.
4 hits.
4 hits, but although you can't see them, the rifleman within 4, so your fire will just smash through the hedge, and it will put 2 hits on the rifleman, which is a point of shock because they're only in soft cover while they're moving, and the LMG, which is staying on Overwatch, takes another kill.
Very good.
Which could be a leader. It is not. But it has reduced the LMG team down to 2 men already.
And then with my 1, I put my bazooka on here and I'm going to take a shot at the Stummel. So the bazooka is 12 inches.
So it's an obscured target, so it starts at 7. I didn't move flat out. You haven't moved. No turret rotation, no shot. I'm not low profile. I'm not small. Additional range band. The first range band for the bazooka is 9 inches, so it is in the second range band, so -1. And that's it. So -1, 2d6 with a -1 needing 7 or more to hit.
11.
That's not good because that also gives you an additional strike dice with the 6. This could be an early disaster for the Germans. So the bazooka has 7 strike dice plus the extra 1. The Stummel, I believe, is only 2. Maybe if I'm really lucky, 3. No, it is only 2. I'm saving on my front armour, so I save on 5s. You've hit my front armour, so you hit on 5s.
Okay, so I get 8 dice, 7 plus 1. 1, 2.
2. Oh, might get away with this, but I need to really spike my dice. 1. So it's 1 net hit. So roll again, Justin, for 1 net hit against an armoured fighting vehicle.
So 1d6.
1d6.
5.
On 5, it takes 1 shock, and its hull MG, which it doesn't have, is destroyed. So it just upsets them a little bit.
Oh, did I need to roll low there?
6 would have stunned the commander, 4 would have damaged the engine, otherwise just done a point of shock. So it's just a very near miss. Probably just exploded next to it. Just enough to upset the crew.
And then I've got 2 rounds left, is that right?
Yeah, 2 rounds left. Should we get
Okay, but I'm just going to do that with the rifleman.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
So
So that's just 1 order.
Yeah, so I'm going to get the rifleman to move up to here and the machine gun. Yeah, I need to get this section moving with the senior leader. There we go, I've just moved the infantry, the rifleman up. I want to try and get a firing line there, but they only got a 2-inch move, so back to the Germans.
Bit of everything.
Anything to do there. But you're rolling well with those.
I have, yes. Okay, so that was quite a good dice roll for command. So we're going to use a 2 on Whiteman. He's going to continue to push up. Oh, they found their feet a little bit. 7 goes down to 5 for moving through the deep snow inside underneath the trees. But at least they're moving up, and they are within, not quite within 6 of the edge of those woods yet, so they can't see out. But equally it means they can't be seen. So they move around the ruins here. Then perhaps what could be the most important is Karalak will rally the point of shock off, so I can automatically activate the gunner. Otherwise, I'd have to roll for him being stunned, and he might not go. And then his second command, of course, we're going to come off Overwatch. In fact, we should have fired back on Overwatch last time, shouldn't we? Never mind, we forgot about it. That'll teach me.
We did talk about it, didn't we?
We did, yes.
If I do this, you'll probably
activate
activate your
I was on Overwatch. I was so excited by the fact I'd survived. That was what caught me off guard. I hadn't really expected to get away with that when you hit me. So 6 HE dice.
Are you firing it?
The bazooka.
Yeah, okay.
Hitting on 4s. They're in hard cover because Justin declared when we deployed them that they were tucked right up against that wall, which is no problem. So we've managed only 2 hits. So they're in hard cover. The HE brings it down to soft cover. So 4 or 5 shock. Just a point of shock. We could have done with better than that. What Karabatch is going to do with his 3 command initiatives is take 2 points of shock off to keep the team under control. And then he is going to move 2 of the riflemen to reinforce the rifle section.
The LMG.
The LMG.
Yeah.
I'm just going to check that that is correct.
That was my chance to try and knock one of your teams out.
And then finally, with a 2, von Sternberg is just going to activate both his LMG teams to put the fire in there. And I'd like to have got some machine Guevara in there as well to get some extra dice, but I couldn't really see a way to manage it. They're all within 18, so they're short range, so 4s. And I've not fired the one under Karabatch because I want to leave them on Overwatch, because otherwise that sniper over there is going to cause me trouble. That looks good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits.
Ouch.
So it'll be 5 on each team in those ruins.
Yeah, so let's do 5 on the LMG. Oh, that's 2 dead in shock. Oh no, it's not a shock, is it?
No, just 2 dead.
Ouch. And then 5 on the rifleman. 3 dead and a shock.
So shock, and there will potentially be 1, 2, 3 dead. But of course, that means that on a 1 to 5, one of those hits can go on to Grey Wolf. With that massive casualties there. It does. So Justin can choose who survives. So do you want to get a rifleman back up or keep 1 more of the LMG?
1 more of the LMG.
So just 1 LMG dead. All 3 riflemen dead. With a point of shock on the remaining rifleman. And then roll to see what happens to Grey Wolf. Grey Wolf is dead. Oh, sorry, Lucky Ralph, not Grey Wolf, my apologies. And Lucky Ralph is distinctly unlucky. So that is a force morale on the Americans for a junior leader killed.
2.
On a 2, for a junior leader killed or wounded is, killed, not wounded, is a point of force morale.
So we're down to, I think you're going to win this. I'm completely outflanked. Let's get my point. Okay, back to the Americans. 1, 1. I'm still not getting many 5s.
You got your 1s that you wanted though.
2, 3. Okay, so with the 2, I'm going to open fire with a machine gun.
Yep. So it's 8 dice. It's only lost 1 crew.
I guess if I don't fire at the Overwatch, they're not going to fire back at me, are they?
No, they can still choose to fire back if they're on Overwatch.
Is that in the arc?
I think they are in arc. Yeah, so I could choose to fire back, but obviously if I then lose my Overwatch, I lose the opportunity to spot the sniper, which is why I've got them there.
Okay, well, I'll fire at them anyway.
You're going to still fire at them, yeah? So 8 dice, there's no shock on the machine gun team, it's only lost 1 crew. It manages.
So is that a 4 or do you want me to roll
again? I've managed to cock it on another dice.
And of course it misses.
It's just 3 hits. So I'm in cover, so I choose. I'm going to risk putting 2 on the rifleman back here. Obviously, there's only 3 riflemen, but I'd rather lose them than anybody else. A 1 and a 2 is nothing. And then the machine gun team at the front, on a 5, takes a point of shock.
Oh, that's not good, is it?
Definitely winning this exchange at the moment. So that's them done.
And then...
Sniper.
Yeah, might as well. Because I know you're going to...
1 shot, so he gets 3+ to hit. He misses, but he has fired, so it's the first time, so I need a 6 to spot him.
No.
5, no. But they are covering, they're trying to work out where Darcy is in those ruins.
Okay, and then I'm going to do with the 1.
The big one is the bazooka.
Okay, so the bazooka's up next.
So again, the view is still obscured, so it's a 7. No movement, you've not moved, no rotation. You've got a point of shock on you now, which is a -1. I'm not small or low profile, it's additional range band, so it's another -1, so -2. But you did hit me last round and I haven't moved. So that's a +1, so that's negated the point of shock. So it's still 7 with a net -1, so 8 or more will hit. 6, they've missed.
That's not good, is it?
Down to their last round, although you can always put your replay point, as soon as they've used that last round, it can appear next to them and resupply them.
Yeah, and then I've still got a 4 and a 3 left, so let's see if I'm going to do anything.
Hokey cokey.
Yeah, so with the senior, I'm just going to move these guys back. And I guess it's 2d6, isn't it? Minus a pip each.
2d6 minus a pip each.
Let's move on that one. So it's going to be 7 down to 5. I just need to try and get out here and try and support over there. Okay, so because I used marching fire, I am actually going to fire Jono, I guess,
so
half effect.
Who's the platoon sergeant? Red Bull, isn't it? Yeah, so Red Bull used both his command initiatives to order them to move. So with the American marching fire, you can fire at half effect, so 4 dice. I think from where you are, again, you could fire... Oh, no, it's going to go across the buildings. It's going to have to be those guys on Overwatch.
Yeah, let's just do it.
It's more than 18. Definitely, I don't even know what I'm measuring. So it's only 1 hit because it needs a 5 over 18. So that 1 hit. Oh, it's a kill though. See if it's a leader. There's a couple of leaders eligible there.
Oh.
It's not. But that is another one down from that attached section.
And then it's back over to you.
Yeah. Can we get another big German turn? Could be
6s.
decisive. Yeah, I got 3 6s.
So you get to go again.
I get to go again, and I've got 2 senior leaders. Right.
Which is actually pretty good as well.
So let's sort out the senior leaders first, and then we'll sort out... So first thing, 3 6s is going to be a turn end. So obviously at the end of the turn, there'll be a turn end. You will get a point of chain of command, because I'm going to have a double face. It takes the Americans up to 5. And then I've got to do this, and then it's going to be a turn end, which actually is advantageous to you, because that's ended turn 1 of 2 towards initiating the final countdown.
Yes.
The Germans are pushing on, but they're running out of time.
That's good.
Right, so I think clearly Karabach is going to activate.
You've only got the 1 senior leader, don't you?
He's going to take a point of shock off there, and he's going to get all 3 of these to fire.
Yeah.
So they're going to fire at the ones in the open, and those 2 are going to try and finish off the stuff in the building, with the basis that because I've got a double phase, hopefully I'll better put those back onto Overwatch to keep watching over there. I'm just going to check sniper rules. So we're going to start with von Sturberg section activated by Karabacher to pour more fire. We've almost wiped out those poor Americans in that ruins. Can we do it again? No, probably not, because we've got considerably less hits. We've only got 7 hits that time. So 4 and 3, you choose. You've got 1 rifleman or 2 LMG.
I'm going to have to put the 3 on the rifleman because that's going to be a team gun.
So the rifleman takes nothing at all. He's clearly learned from the other guy's experience and kept his head down.
And the machine gun.
The machine gun white gets away with it as well. And then Karabach is going to activate Knickspiel's LMG team, which will be the full 8 dice. At long range against the machine gun that opened fire on it. Who was commanding that one? Against Jono's machine gun team. Manages 3 hits though, even at long range. And you are in the open though. So do you want to spend...
No, I'll
3 chain of... Well, you should have done it before I fired at you anyway.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
So 5s or 6s are kills. Well, that would be Jono. I'm afraid you've just been wiped out in a burst of MG34 fire.
I keep rolling blooming 6s with these dice.
So that is a team wiped out for the Americans. On a 5 is another point of force morale.
And that's my machine gun. Sorry, Jono, you popped out, and now you've popped out.
That was very unlucky. And then it's the end of the turn. So we haven't got any stun liters, we've got no smoke, no mortar, no captured jump off points, no pinned or broken units, no mobilised vehicles, no unstable vehicles. So it is over to the Germans to go again.
Ouch.
But that is one of the 2 turns towards the Germans running out of time to achieve their objective.
Oh.
Well, that's a good roll though.
I know, you're rolling really well.
I am. Right, so clearly
Which
that's
is
got to be on
just
him.
like you anyway, so let's be honest.
Well, not always.
Yes, always.
So I can't activate them on a 1 because they're a team without section. We can certainly do a bit of HE there. We could get some stuff there. And we'll do that. And do that. Right, so what we're going to do then is Whiteman is going to continue pushing up through the woods with the assault rifle section. 7 goes down to 5. Let's move that out of the way.
It's a lot of assault rifles.
And let's see what this assault rifle firepower looks like at some point. Right, Karalak. Single round of 75mm HE into that bazooka team. We got away with it last time. Obviously I nerved them enough that they missed. We've managed 3 hits on them. So again, their hard cover goes down to soft cover. So 4-5 shock, 6
You know
is
what's
kill.
going to happen? 3 6s again.
No, just another point of shock, which is not quite enough. 1 more shock would pin them. Which means, I think, what we will do is that LMG team is going to have to put some fire on there, because that could be, again,
just enough
to at least pin them, if not maybe rout them. And they're only going to get soft cover from there as well, because they're not behind the wall from that angle. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits.
That's a dead.
1 dead and a point of shock, which will break the survivor. So he's dead. The survivor will run 2d6 plus 6 away.
11 says 12, 17, isn't it?
He's going to run all the way over there. With his 1 remaining round. And he's lots of shock. Douglas, unfortunately, that's an ignominious first chain of command performance for him. And that is a team broken.
On A6.
On A6. Don't stop rolling like that. Team breaks. That is 2 points for a team breaks. Drops the Americans to 6 force morale.
Wow.
But Germans have still not succeeded in their mission, although of course they do break the Americans. That's kind of an automatic win.
Yes, I think that's how you're going to win this one.
But really, well, technically, it is that if we don't achieve our objective, but I think there is a good argument that if the Americans have run away, we have... Spill is going to spend his 2 command orders, 1 to put this machine gun on overwatch to try and find that sniper, and the other 1 to bring these riflemen up alongside them, which with 5 inches they comfortably get up. Probably could get up to the wall actually, which may not be sensible because we need to get them off the table at some point, but I'm not close to capturing an objective at the moment, so while their ultimate aim will be to sneak down the table later on, I think that was fairly clear. Right, and then Karabacha is within 4 of that team, so he will spend all 3 of his command initiatives to get that machine gun team with Machine Guevara with an extra 3 dice for his command initiatives to try and finish. Try and finish off that building. So 8 dice plus 3 for Karabacha's command initiatives with Storm of Steel. So we've got 3 6s so far, and we've got another whole mass of hits.
It's not looking good, is it?
And I don't think it's your day, is it? So that is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 hits.
7 on each then.
7 on each. So 7 on the surviving rifleman. He's dead.
Yeah.
And how much shock? Oh, it don't matter because the shock will vanish when he dies anyway. And then
7
7 on the
2.
surviving 2 LMG. Just 5, so 2 shock. So again, they're not quite pinned. But that is another team wiped out for the Americans. On a 4 is another point of force morale.
Down to 5.
Takes the Americans down to 5. And I believe the Airborne, because they're a little bit tougher, they'll have a slightly better morale chart. So the American Airborne, I can find the page. American Airborne will keep it, And they will. The difference is making them slightly better is that 3 and 4 they will keep 4 dice, which is slightly better than a rifle platoon. They'd lose them a bit quicker.
Okay.
And that is the Germans done for now.
Well, I don't think I've got much in reply.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, I need some 5s. 2 5s, so that's good.
So that takes you 6 and an extra 1.
Which means I can end the turn again and
You
start
have to
find.
end. You in fact have to end the turn at the
And
end
that's
of
at the
this
end
phase.
of this, isn't it? So 3, 3, so I can. I've got the rifleman. Oh crikey, I'm on death's doorstep here. Okay, so with the 4, I've just brought Grizzly on here. I need to try and get some.
And he's going to do 1, 2, 3 shock off Douglas.
And then I've got junior leader here, so I've got 5 rifles, but I can't see anything, so I'm a bit kind of stuck.
Well, don't forget, you can just come across the...
Yeah, but then I'm going to be in the open, aren't I, with all your assault rifles?
Potentially, yeah, I suppose I'm within 6, yeah, so I can see you there.
So I think I'm just going to put them on Overwatch.
Okay.
Force you to come over the bridge, or maybe.
Yeah.
There's not really much more I can do.
Okay.
There we go. Back
So
to...
you will know
Oh,
you've
yeah,
got a
I've got-
full chain of command dice, so you have to end the turn.
Yeah.
So first of all, end of turn, stun leaders, smoke and Overwatch come off. That's a good point. Did you want to change your mind?
Well, there's nothing else I can do anyway, is there?
So the Overwatches come off. Multiple bombardments, jump off points, pinned and broken units check their shock. So Douglas now has no shock on him, so he's rallied straight back into the game. So I may have missed.
Yeah, with all those assault rifles, I don't think you have missed the opportunity.
Okay, no immobilised vehicles, and more importantly, that's the second turn. So we now look at my force morale, which is 9. So we have now got 9 phases of ending the turn on a 666, and then the game will end on a 666 after those 9 phases. So, although the Americans are battered, the Germans are now under pressure to get going because we're running low on time. Yeah, but how many times have we ended games on final countdown of 666s recently?
So it'd be quite nice if you got 666 now.
No. I've got 2 points of chain of command, which does give me a full chain of command dice. Not that's a lot of use. And I've got 2 4s and a 2, which is not a lot of use. So Karabacha, the 4 doesn't do anything. The 2 is a section. I think I need to be trying to capture the objective.
Yes.
So I don't think, unfortunately, Whiteman, you have got no choice but to push on to an objective somewhere. It's which is the easiest one to get to. That's the nearest one, but we've either got to go over the bridge, which I suppose at least gives us hard cover going over the bridge, or we could try going up that way and assault Murphy and Storm, but I don't think so. Okay, so Whitman is going to try and move over the bridge. I think that's all he can do. Unfortunately, this would be a wonderful point to run, but the deep snow is not going to let us do that. Oh, well, we've only rolled 5, so we're only going to move 3 whole inches. Try not to move the building. That's not a good time to have a slow move. Maybe with that full chain of command dice, I should have done a reposition beforehand and got an extra dice of movement. That's something I will keep in my head for next turn. Get a little reposition before we go. And then Karabacha down here, he's got 3 command initiatives. So in case Darcy decides to join back in the game and shoot, I'm going to stick that LMG team back on Overwatch. And then with 2 command initiatives left, I could have 10 dice with Storm of Steel or 16 without. I'm going to go with the 16 without and just fire that whole LMG set. Actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. He's got 3 command initiatives. He's going to order the Rifleman onto Overwatch to watch there for 1. He's going to order that LMG to fire for 1. And then we'll see what happens. And he might be able to order the other section and we'll get all 3 LMGs firing.
Yeah, don't prolong my agony any longer.
So they were within 18. 1, 2, 3, because that was a 6, not that it mattered. 4 hits from the first LMG.
1 dead.
1 dead. So that's down to 1 man. And he is immediately pinned, which doesn't make a lot of difference at this moment. And then his third order, he'll activate von Sternberg section. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just 5. That wasn't very impressive.
Okay, let's see what I get. He's definitely dead. In fact, there's just a pair of boots and there's blood splattered all up the wall. Crikey, how many times am I rolling 6s with these dice? I should have changed dice.
Force morale for the team wiped out. On a 5, it's just 1 point of force morale, so it does mean you lose a command dice.
But Murphy's gone. Sorry, mate.
And that is a phase.
Back to me, yep.
Yeah, 4 dice. You take it away. Yep.
Ah, of course. Loads of 2s.
That one's
Okay, so remember,
I'm probably going to come this way.
Yeah, I know, but I'm going to just put these on Overwatch with the senior officer. There's nothing else I can do. And then the senior officer there, I guess I could get Douglas to move out the way.
Or you could say, lob a round of HE.
Well, I might as well, wouldn't I? Because I'm going to die either way.
So it's 4 rounds for the bazooka, 4 dice for a bazooka firing HE. Has to be done. Grizzly has to order him to do that because it's not a vehicle.
And that's why I've done
it's HE, hits on a 4.
And of course I only get 1.
1, and it's hard cover, we'd agreed, because he can only see one guy, so he's kind of lobbing the round over the bridge. But it does go down to soft cover because it's a HE round and is no effect. And that is his last round. So Douglas is out of HE unless you could bring the repo point on immediately or wait until next time you want to fire him.
Yeah, I might just, because he's going to die.
Another phase done.
Over to the Germans.
Great. 2 5s and a 6. It does give me lots of chain of command. Right, so actually I think that's not actually too bad. I think we're going to have to commit over here at the moment. So I'm going to spend 3 chain of command points to reposition with Whiteman's group to get them basically an extra d6 of movement with 5 inches. Which is not movement, so that doesn't trigger the Overwatch.
Yep.
And then Whitman will activate his unit to move towards trying to capture that objective on the other side of the bridge. Oh, only 2 inches. Which does trigger your Overwatch, so if you want to fire at them, you may now fire at them.
I guess I'm going to have to really, aren't I?
So just trying to work out how many are in arc. So probably, I would say probably all of them are going to get a shot. So you've got 5 carbines.
That gets Storm of Steel, doesn't it?
It does get Storm of Steel.
First time in the US have been able to use it in this game.
So 3 hits so far with 1 Storm
roll a
of
6
Steel.
again. So just 3 hits.
But we are going to get hard cover from being on the bridge.
Because of the wall.
But I've rolled a pair of 6s, so that's 2 dead. See if Whitman is going to suffer for that. He is. So 1 dead assault rifle, and Whitman on a 3, he is stunned. Which does also mean I've just lost my leader there, effectively. He'll get carried along by the unit, but he's not going to count for combat, and I can't use him to activate. And it is a force morale. On a 6, Whitman was clearly very popular. Knocks the German morale down to 7 immediately. And then we are going to bring the Stummel up with 2 dice to come up and support them.
Yeah.
2 inches. They clearly weren't keen about coming up.
There's a bazooka somewhere.
And that knocks it down to 6 phases left of 666, ending it. And that is the Germans done.
Okay, back to the Americans. Come on. 666 be good.
666 to end the turn.
Nothing. So 2 5s. So that gives me a 3.
You have got 3, which could be a reposition or a react fire or a hit the dirt.
Let's have a think about it. So with the 1, I've just brought radar in with a mortar. And he can fire,
Fire one of his HE rounds.
Into the guys on the top there.
They can see directly. So 60mm mortar gets a number of dice.
Come on, this is where I need to roll.
60mm mortar gets 4 dice with Storm of Steel. Reducing the cover as well, so they will be in soft cover. So 3 hits. No Storm of Steel.
Nope.
But it does reduce the hard cover to soft cover. And what I should have done before you did that, and I forgot was hit the dirt. So I'll just have to take it, which is lucky, it's just 1 point of shock.
Okay. Then with the 4, I'm going to activate Grizzly. He's going to order... actually, I'm going to do...
So, do you want to do the rifleman first? You can order the rifleman.
Yes, okay. Because what he was going to do is order the rifleman and then get the bazooka to reposition and fire with the replumb point.
So, rifleman, do you want to... Don't forget, you've got marching fire, so you can move those riflemen 1d6 and fire at full effect. So you could start bringing them round so they're not going to lose their arc.
Yes, let's do that.
So, marching fire, which will cost him 2 of his orders, still leaving him 1 to activate.
That's good. So I've got 6.
So they've got 5 inches of movement, so they can happily all come, like, over here. I think you might have miscounted your rifleman. You've got an extra one hidden under there.
Oh, no.
Oh.
The snow's melting. Same as their hearts.
So you have then got 6 carbines, hitting on forwards with Storm of Steel for being automatic rifles.
And when I need the 6s...
1 hit in hard cover is another point of shock, which maybe I should have, again, hit the dirt, although that wouldn't have made any difference.
I can't believe my dice rolling's been horrendous.
So that's 2 of Grizzly's orders.
And then with the next one, I'm going to use a 3...
Before you activate them, 3 chain of command points to give him a D6 reposition.
Come on,
which allows him to go 6 inches over here. The replay point magically appears next to him, so he's got 3 whole rounds of bazooka.
And then he's going to fire.
And then Grizzly's going to shout in with his last order, take out that vehicle. Under 24-inch range, so that puts you at range band for bazooka. Under 24, range band 2. So, first thing is, how much visibility have we got from there?
There is a bush in the way, isn't there?
There is a couple of bushes in the way, covering effectively all of the lower half of the vehicle. So it's going to be it's not a clear target again. So again, we start on a 7 because it's not a clear target. Yeah. I didn't move flat out because I only move normally 2 dice.
Yeah.
You didn't move because reposition doesn't count as moving. I haven't rotated. You've got no shock on you. I'm not low profile small. It is 1 range band, so -1. No support, suppressive fire, no commander activated, no hit. So it is 7 or more with a -1 on the dice.
Oh, 2 6s.
That is right. So this might be you might be able to do it this time because he's got a strike of 7 with 2 extra dice this time for the 2 6s against my 2 armour. You didn't manage it last time with 8 though, so
thanks. Okay, so what do I need?
5s or 6s.
I've got 1 6. 1 6.
5s or 6s to save.
Bloody hell.
None. 1 net hit again. So again, roll a dice to see what effect 1 net hit has.
2.
2 just puts a point of shock on me.
What a load of rubbish.
Ow.
I should have gone for the troops like I was thinking, but there we go.
Okay.
I think I'm about to die now.
4 phases left. I'm going to roll my command dice first. 1 6, 1 5 puts me back up to 6 chain of command points. My roll was on 7. A 2 and a pair of 1s. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 3 chain of command points to reposition those Volksgrenadiers.
Yeah.
Or Volksgrenadiers rather, which can be in any direction, so they can reposition straight on top of that jump off point. You spent your dice, so you've not got much you can do.
And my Americans are about to die. Are you going to go into hand to hand?
That's a good point.
Because you're within
I'm
4.
going to check the rulebook and see whether we can do that or not. Within 4 of you. So what we'll do is we will reposition sideways, so we're not within 4. So Justin made a good point. That would have put me in close combat, and I cannot reposition into close combat. So I have to reposition sideways onto the frozen river, which means I've then got to decide what I'm going to do. Well, I think the first thing we're going to do is we've just ballsed that up, haven't we?
Your sections can still fire, can't they?
Yeah, but I've just blocked the fire from the Stummel, which I should have done before I repositioned.
Well, you can just kill me slowly instead of killing me.
Well, that's got to be a 2 because there's nothing else I can do with that. So we may as well. Can we get any fire They can't put any fire in, but those machine guns can all see that mortar. So let's fire at those mortars with all those machine guns then. So 8 and 8. That wasn't very clever. I should have fired. I was so excited with the reposition. I should have done the Stummel first. Right, so von Sternberg section on a 2, firing long range down to radar's mortar. Oh dear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. They are in hard cover because we agreed that that's...
And of course, I get 2 6. Oh no, yeah, 2 6s and a 5.
So 1 point of shock, and 2 of them are dead. And then that last light machine gun as well. On a 1. So those are those dice spent. Puts another 3 hits on.
And another 2 dead.
Oh god, burn those dice at the end of today. Take a hamlet to
No,
them.
they're good for other games such as bolt action. So he's gone.
He is gone. That is another force morale. Got a team wiped out.
6.
On another 6 is another 2 points of force morale, which takes the Americans down to 2, which does reduce your command dice at the end of the phase to 3. So lose another command dice.
Okay, and you've still got...
So there's the 2 discarded.
You've still got your 2
So
over
you've got
there.
another dice, command dice somewhere, 'cause I've got 2 over here. Probably not ideal, but if I get within 4, I initiate close combat, and I need to take that objective. So we will move, we discard the lower, we go 6 inches, which is more than enough to take the objective, but it puts us within 4 of you, so it will trigger a close combat.
Ouch.
So we're going to need some dice. So you have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I've
So
got
that-
1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6. So we both got 6 men.
Yep.
We have then got leader orders. My leader is unconscious, so he doesn't count. You have got Grizzly with 3 orders and Boa with 2. I don't think I'm going to win this. Every 2 firepower supporting units, there aren't anyone. No one's elite, no one's green. I use 1 dice of movement. Well, I use 2 dice of movement because I could mostly get 2 dice for that. I've got 2 points of shock on me, which loses a dice. Every submachine gun or assault rifle. So you've got your 2 NCOs, you've got 1 of those each add a dice. I've got 6 men with assault rifles, so that adds another 6 dice in. You've got no LMGs. You are in hard cover, so I half my dice. So that's not very good. So that doesn't actually, maybe this wasn't the right thing to do. Maybe I should have tried to shoot you off it. But we've done it now.
You go first.
I've managed 2 hits. This could be disastrous for the Germans.
And of course, in true style, they do perform fairly well.
So I've done 1
5
shock on you
sixes.
with the 5. How many 5s have you rolled?
2.
2, so I take 2 points of shock. But perhaps more relevantly, I've killed one of your guys, which is not a leader. So one of your guys is gone, and you've killed
5.
5 of mine. You can't hit the stun leader. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is disastrous. That could arguably be an American victory then, because we have then lost by 4. So if all leaders are killed or stunned, we surrender. So one of your guys will have to go away and take my guy's prisoner.
Yeah. So hold on to the objective. I really thought with your assault rifles, I was going to be brown
it's the
bread.
cover and stuff. Maybe I should have shot you off. So I have had...
Well, that Stummel would have helped if you'd have done what you said.
Yes, that was possibly a big tactical error. So I have had a section broken or wiped out on a 1, cost me 1 point force morale, and a junior leader killed or captured on a 6, cost me 2 points of force morale. It takes me down to 4 suddenly. The Germans have made a push, but they've not been successful. And for the Volksgrenadiers with a morale of 4, they also now lose a command dice.
Crikey.
And there are only 4 phases left to go, where a double 6 will end it. But I'm now going to have to move someone else up to try and capture an objective.
So there is one just there for you. You've just got to move up. Crikey, what a fight.
Over to the Americans, down to 3 command dice.
Okay, let's see what I can get. A 6 is nothing, senior leader, and a 1. Okay, so with the 1, I'm going to fire the sniper. I guess it's just going to have to be into thing because your Overwatches.
Yeah, so 3 or more to hit. You miss.
And of course I miss.
But these guys, and it's the first time these guys have spotted because it was the machine gun guy, so it's back to a 6 to spot. 3, they don't spot him. So Darcy is still using good cover in there.
Okay, and then with the 4, I'm going to get the bazooka to fire again.
Okay, so it will be 7 again. You have got 1 long range bracket, but you hit me last turn and I haven't moved. So it's just 7 on 2 dice.
And of course I miss. It goes down again.
Down to his last dice, and he can't use that replen point again because it only replens each type of ammo once.
Yeah, and then I'm going to get these guys just to...
You want to move back to them?
Yeah, move back onto the wall so I can protect this one.
You may as well use 2 dice movement then.
Yeah, because they're not going to... Yeah.
Because you've got nothing you want to fire at, so you've got loads of movement, more than enough.
And they're just... So with my remaining order, Grizzly's just going to jump into the cover there.
He didn't want to move with the men, because if he'd have moved with the men, he might have ended up too far away to command Douglas, and then you might not have got that final bazooka shot.
Although I've been missing everything so far, so
yeah,
I've had a couple of hits, but not done anything.
And that means 3 phases to go where a 666 will end the game, and then we're down into 666 territory.
Yes. Oh my goodness, this is so close. But it is back to you.
666, so I'm going to go again, and you're going to get a point of chain command.
Crikey.
But that is using up phases, and a 1 and a 3. It's not really what I wanted because I think I've got to use the 3 there and probably the 1 there as well. Actually,
Would you not move these because they're covered, aren't they? Would you not start to push them up?
I could do, but I want to knock out that bazooka because you knock that out, I could lose another couple of points of force morale. I'll drop to 2 and only have a couple of dice to try and win the game, and that could be enough. And here, if I've only can fire straight ahead, so if I want to engage that bazooka, I've got to use 1 to activate the driver and then 1 to shoot.
Yep.
And if I do that with a point of shock on, there's a chance those positions might be stunned and it won't happen.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is Karalak is going to take a point of shock off for his first order. His second order is to get the driver to, in fact, let me just do that. And then the 1 is to activate the gunner to try and deal with that bazooka before it costs me more force morale. So 6 dice of HE, hitting on 4s. There we are, 4 and a cocked, 5 hits.
He's dead then, isn't he? Oh, yes he is.
Yes. Which equally might not be good because that might finish your force morale.
What am I on 2?
2. So a team wiped out on a 4 is 1 point, so it takes you down to a 1.
Crikey.
So that will, I believe, take you down to 2 command dice.
Yep.
It does indeed. And we've got 2 phases to go where 666 will end, but that was a double German phase, so they will be going
Now if you
again.
could do a 666 now, that'd be good.
No, that's not a great... Well, actually, it might be okay. That's 5, so it gives me 4 points of chain of command, and a 3 and a 4. So that might be there, and that might be Karabacha there. Right, what Karabacha's going to do is he's going to use his first order to move himself up to the fence. And I'll explain why I'm doing that in a minute. He comfortably gets up to the fence. Because the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 3 chain of command points with von Sternberg's section to reposition them over the fence. So I'm not going to have to worry about losing movement for the fence.
Yeah.
They go 3 inches, gets them over the fence comfortably. But what I'm then going to want to do is get them to move. And I didn't have any 3s. I could have used the 3 from Karalak, but I'm going to use it elsewhere. And once they were over the fence, Karabacha wouldn't have been able to see them. And you can only issue orders if you've got line of sight. So now he's moved up to the hedge, he can happily, with his 9-inch command, see them and order them to move as fast as they can towards that airborne objective by the ruins, which was not very fast at all, a whole inch. It was hardly worth him bothering moving, was it, if they're going to be that uninspired? And then his third command initiative, he's going to order Knishbill's section to move down towards the corner with a view to getting them off the table for the other half of my objective, which I'm rapidly running out of time to do. They move 4 whole inches. They're not moving very fast as well. Whose idea is it to make this terrain so rubbish? They're not in the woods. They don't have the -1. They just can't run. It's only the woods and the ruins we said was really bad, wasn't it? So they get an extra 2 inches of movement. Didn't help them a great deal, but these guys in the woods are affected by that. Karabatcher is going to move forward 1d6, 6 inches. And then he is going to finally, what he probably should have done earlier, put a round of HE into that section in there. He manages 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits.
Oh, and we know how I'm running.
You're in soft, hard cover goes down to soft, so 4, 5 shock, 6 is kill. 3 points of shock on that rifle team with the one they've already got. Takes them up to 4 with 4 men plus Boa plus Red Bull's close enough to be attached now. And is Grizzly close enough to be attached now? No, he's not. So you've got 6 men there effectively with 4 shocks. They're not pinned yet. And we have now got just 1 phase left where a 666 will end. But that's not very likely because, well, not from the Americans anyway, because they're down to 2 command dice.
No, exactly. Okay, let's see what I can get. A 5 and a 3, so I get another point, which is no good.
2 points training command.
Ah, and a junior leader.
That's a good point. We haven't worried about
Okay, so Boa, 1 is 3, you get 2. He's going to take a point of shock off and put them on Overwatch just to protect
that objective.
that objective there. And it's back.
And that is the last phase.
So double phase will end it.
Now a double phase will end it. And it is a double phase. So I don't think I'm going to take my objective before the end of the turn. He's within 9. He can order them down, but they're not going to get off the table.
Oh.
8, but I've got to get off here, which means I've got to go over the hedge, so they'll lose the 4. So the best they can do is 6.
Who put the hedge like that?
Oh, I did. And then these guys on the 3 will move up 9 inches, which will take the objective, but then you've got some Overwatch fire on me.
Not going to do very much, is it? Because you've got hard cover from that.
You got 1, 2, well, not really for most of them. So you just got your 4 riflemen with Storm of Steel. Nothing at all.
What is it when I'm shooting? I roll rubbish.
But that ends the game, and the Germans have done 1 of their 2, which is technically an American victory.
Oh my goodness. Do you know what? We'll debrief this in a second. We'll have a chat with Cameron then we come back. But yes, amazingly, a German victory. Amazingly, an American victory. Right, so wow, what a battle. Crikey, I honestly, with my dice rolling, I did not expect the Americans to win. I thought the writing was on the wall turns and turns ago, but
I probably should have pushed, as soon as I'd taken them out, I probably should have pushed
what you just did there, you should have done
earlier rather than this group there.
Because that's the thing, with all your assault rifles over there, you had me really occupied. I couldn't do anything against them.
Yeah, definitely missing that Stummel shot was a mistake before I did the assault, but I don't think it was probably the decisive mistake. I think probably the decisive mistake was trying to capture that objective with the unit covering there. But we think Grizzly just about man of the match since he turned up late, but he got that bazooka firing to occupy the Stummel, was able to get that rifle section moving around and get the fire in, and just about hold that central position.
Yeah, because he was part of the assault, wasn't he? So his dice helped there.
He helped, yeah. It was a big plus in there because he added 4 whole dice in, 3 for his orders and his submachine gun.
And like you said, with getting the bazooka back in it and backfiring, that Stummel then had to turn his attention.
To be a bit more careful.
Yeah. But crikey, what a close battle. I mean, look, you've got the objective there, and look how close you are to the edge. One more. It's like 2 inches and you'd be off.
Another, if it were 2 or 3, a couple of phases earlier and that 666 hadn't ended the turn, they would have been off and that would have been a German victory.
Wow.
But that is the point of the ticking clock, that as the attacker, you can't sit there and wait. You've got to actually push on and try and achieve your objectives.
But this is the thing, because I'm used to bolt action, I like to get the supremacy, and deploying here early probably for me was my mistake.
Yes.
But ultimately it covered these objectives.
It did pan out, but yes, if you'd have deployed the section there much earlier rather than that one, I would have had to have cleared that one out.
But with my dice rolling, that wouldn't have taken long.
It wouldn't have taken long, but you can't allow for that.
Wow, what a game. But Leigh, thank you very much. I love the way you play the game. You've got really good, it's the nuances with the Lardy games that you really, really understand, and it's really great to play against you because I can pick up on those and learn. And every game is fun and it's all about learning. So I've really enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed that. I hope
Crikey, I don't
all
know.
the viewers have enjoyed it.
Victory, snatching victory from the jaws of defeat or what? But it's the clock, like you said, that's what's done it. And yeah, absolutely, hopefully you enjoyed it at home.
In a few weeks' time, we shall head to the slightly balmier climes of Sicily once again to continue a qualified success.
Yes, absolutely. We've got that coming very, very soon. But hopefully you liked it. Give us a thumbs up if you did. Leave a comment. Let us know what you like, what you didn't like. Please be kind. It does take a lot of time and effort to do these. If you really liked it, buy us a coffee. That always helps. But if you want to be a commander on the battlefield or one of the section leaders or one of the teams, join us on Patreon. You can have your name or an alias on the battlefield representing you. But thank you for watching. Take care. Leigh, again, thank you very much. Really appreciated. And we shall see you all again soon.